Hi there. If you're a teacher of physics and you feel it is difficult for you to teach your kids the difference between pitch or frequency or certain terms related to physics, you cannot actually show them magnetism existing in the world around them physically, then you are wrong. You can do it sitting at your home by just assigning them tasks and projects on a beautiful app by Google by the name of Science Journal. So today, in our today's video, we will review Science Journal app and get to know that how Science Journal can help us in taking some beautiful and wonderful physics classes. And in today's video, we are just reviewing the app. In order to know what are the free resources available with Science Journal, you will have to wait till the next video. So just watch the video and share your comments on my YouTube channel and not on the messages, and subscribe to the channel so that you remain connected for further videos. Let me show this application to you today by the name of Science Journal. So if you are a physics person and you are interested in observing things around you, and you want to teach your students to how to observe things and how to record things and how to analyze things, so this is the best application you can have because it will give you some beautiful analysis. Now let us try a few of them. So when you go into this portion, if you go into the home section, this is some experimentations done by my son, and he's just 6 years of age, so he keeps on experimenting it. So I will just go there and open up this plus sign which you can see on the screen. So you have to click on this plus sign. When you click on this plus sign, there comes a window which opens up for you. Now this window shows you some 4 icons. There's a chat box, then there is a ball with a wave in it, there's an option to click a photo, and there's an option to upload an image also. So what I do is I want to do some experimentation, and I will just add the name of the experimentation of my devices that I want to see, or my workspace. I want to do some experimentation of my workspace. So let me just put this experimentation. Now what I want to do in my workspace, I want to check that what is the intensity of light when we're at the place that I'm working. Now if you can see over here, the intensity says 154 lux. Now how do I change and check the intensity? What I'm doing right now is I'm just opening up a window and I'm taking my phone near the window, and it's a afternoon time over here, and it's quite sunny outside. So if I take it near the window, you can see the intensity of light has changed in a remarkable way. But if I just close the window shades and I come inside, you can observe that the intensity of light is very, very less. It's extremely less. So this is one difference which you will note over here. Now if I go further in this experiment, and if you see, I've seen the intensity of light. Now I want to see something else. I want to see the sound intensity. Now if you see the graph, it is moving in a non-stop way. You can see the waves moving. Now let me be quiet for a bit. And now you observe that the graph went down. So if you see in the center, the graph went down for a while. Now let me speak fast, very fast, very fast, very fast, very fast, very fast. So when I do that, the intensity is more. So this is the difference we want to teach our kids, but we are not able to explain them on a whiteboard or on a blackboard. It's difficult, but when you ask them to do it, they will understand that what exactly do we mean by intensity and how intensity is different from a pitch. Yes, in this particular app, you can show them the difference between intensity, and you can tell them the difference between pitch. So you see over here, I have all this movement happening in which I can show them the pitch, how the pitch of the sound is varying over here, and it's moving up and down for me. Now let me see if I want to add something else to the whole station. I want to talk about acceleration, maybe linear acceleration. So now what I'm doing is I'm moving my mobile here and there to show them if there's some sort of a linear acceleration is happening. Now I'm taking my mobile somewhere, so you can see there's a movement. But if I just start moving it recklessly, so there's a very speed that I'm adding to it, you can see how graph has changed. So this is how your linear acceleration works, and again an accelerator. Now this is one thing which I feel personally as a teacher of science, at times we face difficulty in explaining the axis, how the coordinates work, the x, y and z axis. So how do you actually tell them that what is x, what is y and what is z? So very beautifully you can just tell them, if you just move this ball or this phone in this horizontal manner, this is what you get on an x-axis. But in an x-axis, if I'm moving it in a vertical way, I'm shifting the axis, so the graph changes. The same way, if I want to teach them, I can talk about the y-axis by moving my mobile up and down, and also the z-axis. So you see, z-axis is one axis which I always feel it is difficult. I used to hold pens in my hand to explain it to my kids, holding the pens in three-dimensional order, but still at times I feel they don't understand what I'm trying to explain to them. And finally, you have a compass, which is usually available in most of the mobiles. But along with the compass, what about magnetism? Now, for magnetism, every time you don't have experimentation, and in the era of online education, how do you explain them magnetism? I cannot show them magnets, I cannot make them hold magnets, but magnets attraction I can show. But what about I'm holding a device which shows me magnetic effect wherever I'm going? So it teaches then, okay, how important it is that magnetism is there. You can ask them to take this mobile in their hand and move around in the house and check if some magnetic field is produced when electricity is passing through the wires, and if it's there, you just are able to just make a point out of what you were trying to explain. So this is how in a beautiful way you can run so many physics concepts with this one single application. You can give it as a project to your students. You can also run it in your classrooms if you allow that, and even in online teaching it can be a wonderful blessing. So what you can do further to it is that you can take some picture and you can add some picture to it. Maybe I can add some picture of my MacBook somewhere or my screen. This is what I was testing, and this picture I've added, and yes, so I'm done. So I'm using it. So my workspace is something which I've already defined. So this is the application. I hope you enjoyed it and you can keep it with yourself. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel, because your subscription and comments makes me motivated to find and share new applications with you.